Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Smiles in a Box. I love that name. I love that name. Let's get going because we have packages. These packages arrived yesterday. Well, this one arrived the day before yesterday. So let's get going on what this is. It is snacks. Every time I see snacks now, I think about my Stand By Me gang and how I haven't seen them, and then I get a little sad. I'm not gonna lie, I do. I get a little sad. My husband and I, here I go to talking. Just like you guys, we want to know what that woman said to them to make them never come back again. And at one point I said to my husband, I said, what if she was their mother? What if she was their mother? I don't know if she was or if she wasn't, but all I know is that they were there. If you look at the camera footage, they pulled up. And then she pulled up in the driveway like she lived here or something. And then she immediately started talking to them, and then they left, and then they never came back. So it could be that she was their mother, but I don't know, because afterwards she got out of the car and she helped herself to plenty of stuff. So it seems like if I were the mother, it seemed like I would be like engaging with my kids. I'd be like, well, what do you want? What do you see? What do you is there anything in here? You know what I'm saying? It didn't seem like a mother-child interaction or engagement, at least not a positive one. But I don't know. Hopefully they'll come back. Y'all just keep praying for them and for me. But in the meantime, in between time, we've got more snacks. Let's see who sent them. Oh, and a book. Bluey! I hear the kids love this. So I put a bunch of them on the list. This says, I apologize for commenting on your TikTok video. I had no business commenting on that post. I understand that you had to block me to protect yourself and your community. Because I will. I am learning and I still make mistakes. Mama card from Michelle Cargill. Yep, if I blocked her, it was for a reason. And I make no apologies for that. I thank you for the items, however. But if I blocked you, I didn't block you for no good reason. And again, I don't expect for allies, to be perfect. But I expect for allies to be able to listen. And when I say something, first off, I'm one of those people, I hate to repeat myself. I do. Ask my husband. I hate to repeat myself. And if I am constantly saying something like, you need to stay out of discussions when black people are talking, and you keep talking, that's a problem. That's going to be a problem because it's not your conversation. Now, I don't know if that's why I blocked you, but that is typically why I block most white people, is because they start talking in conversations where I am clearly talking to black people. And then on some days, I'm like anyone else. You can just catch me when I ain't having it. Some days I have more patience with it than other days, but some days it's like, I done told this person several times to stay out of these types of conversations. And so, yeah. So obviously you're still able to access me on YouTube, and I suggest you don't mess up there. Let's move on. This is someone sent, it says a gift for you. It is beefaroni. These were like $5. Remember I told y'all that? So if you want to send something, the people love these Chef Boyardee things. They like those a lot. So we will sit these down there and keep her moving. Oh, it's from Mike. So that box was from you too, because it's also a bunch of beefaroni in here. So it was from Big Mike. Mike will make it right. That's what we're gonna start calling Mike, y'all. We got Shirley, 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 and we got Make It Right Mike, because he always makes that pantry right. Look at this box. Y'all saw the box that I just sat down, and then this was the rest of his shipment. Thank you, Mike. Now, next we've got a bag. Looks like a coat. Who sent this? Hopefully this will fit the older girls, from Shirley Reese. Shirley, 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 Shirley. Speak of the devil. Oh, it's cute. It's pink. I love pink. It's my favorite color. I know I say that all the time, but I just love some pink, though, since childhood. Oh, it's so cute. I did Coach yesterday, and let me tell you, y'all will be surprised at how hard it is to get rid of these coats. You know, to just, I don't want to say get rid of them, because that sounds so negative, doesn't it? Not get rid of them, but to just give them away. It's actually pretty hard. Like, I don't have flyers, so I really, and you know, like in my old community when I lived in Michigan, we had this thing called the Hazel Park Court Board, and it was where that whole community could come together in one place and share information and resources. In this community, they don't have anything like this, and I am going to bring it up at a community meeting, but I don't want to run it because I've got, believe it or not, I've got a lot on my plate. I really do. I don't have time to commit to something like that. But you know, one of these older people that seem to always be minding my motherfucking business, I'm pretty sure they got plenty of time. You know, they can find one of those people, because, honey, the way everybody around here watches my move, y'all should. It's some nosy people here in the South, man. Very, very nosy. And I'm sure they can find someone. Let me say, you know, stop being negative. But this is shelf-stable milk. And it's strawberry. Look. Now I wish I hadn't said that. But, I mean, but I didn't lie. They are incredibly, incredibly nosy around these parts. And I don't. From Sheila Grand. Thank you, Sheila. And they just are super nosy around here. And I hate it because I'm really not, listen to me, I shouldn't have said that, and here I go on and on and on. I hate that kind of, it's so intrusive. You know what I'm saying? And maybe instead of watching my every move and watching what it is I'm trying to do for the community, you know, and finding something wrong with it, maybe just try to help. You know, that's one of the reasons why I get up every day and I just keep going. Because more and more people are coming to the pantry. Don't get me wrong. It's some days when it's not really touched, and it's some days when it's cleaned out, you know, and that's usually when they think I'm not looking. They don't have to be, you know, I understand about being shy, and I understand about maybe feeling some shame and embarrassment, but don't never feel embarrassed about not taking any food. Now, what they need to be embarrassed about, and it's just between us, is not reading and not taking any books and reading to their kids. That's what they need to be ashamed about. Them babies, at least they will come take books. You know what I'm saying? That's what these adults need to be ashamed about. The fact that, you know, so many of y'all can't, so many of them, not y'all, but so many of them can't string together a sentence, you know, that makes sense. And you know, you're so worried about what I'm doing, and you're so worried about what's going on over here. I don't worry about nobody over there like that. I think that I have the right amount of concern for my community. I care that they are educated. I care that they eat every day. I care that they are voting. I care that they are voting in their best interest. I care that they are giving more to their community than they are taking. That's what I care about. I don't care about how your day is going in terms of what you doing, what you own. I can't care like that. And I think I just think that that's weird, you know. Get you some business, baby. Get you some business. Do something for your community. Get out there and be a part of growth. Be a part of change. Be a part of something other than minding other folks' business and talking shit about what they doing. Do something. Do something. We got diapers. This was such a negative smiles in the box, wasn't it? I'm sorry, I ruined this for y'all. Did I ruin it for y'all? I'm sorry, but I just had an honest moment there. I'm human, and I get tired of fuck shit too. Anybody's kids watching this, get the kids away from the camera right now. But I get tired of fuck shit. I get tired of it too. It's only so much I can take before I start telling you, like I start being very vocal about how I feel. How I really, really feel. But yeah, I do. And even the people who do want the coats, like there are very few people in this community that got my phone number, but now it's like they want to use it to, well, what are the sizes of the coats? And I've got a girl, and can you set? No, honey, I'm gonna set these coats right out there, and sizes vary, and come look through them, and hopefully you can find one that fits your kid. You're not gonna assign me extra work. I mean, that's why you have to have boundaries, because if you don't have boundaries, ooh, what's in this box? If you don't have boundaries, people will use you and abuse you. And people, this is one thing, it is so true, and I know it sounds like a cliche, but it's so true. People really, really, truly will take kindness for weakness. They will think that because you're the kind of person that will help your community and will get out there and do things for your community, that means that you just some kind of fucking fool. And that they can use you and abuse you, and like you don't have no boundaries. I reminded them one time in the very nicest and politest of ways that I don't have a problem drawing boundaries, because I don't. But you know what? People will never believe that. They will always test your boundaries. And I'm like, okay, well, I wish you would have, heeded that warning. But now, since you're going to test my boundary, let me show you how I deal with that. And then it's like, okay. Look at all this cereal. Honey bunches of oats. Look at that. Oh, with the almonds. Not with the almonds. Somebody got money. A whole box with the almonds. It's not a name in here, but this was not on the list, and neither was that coat. So I'm going to assume that this was Miss Shirley Reese. Like I have said in previous videos, if I'm giving Miss Shirley Reese your credit, please step to the head of the class and correct me, okay? But I'm thinking that this is Miss Shirley Reese. Oh, wait, the thing is in here. We can see who it is. Shirley Reese. We were not wrong. Someone said, and I cracked up when they said it, I'm just to the point where when I see a big box, I just assume it's Shirley. Honey, other people seeing big boxes too. Shirley will see in a big box, but other people do too. Oh, and this is the Chef Boyardee again. I think these are the beef ravioli she sent this time. She sent the microwave. Oh, she sent the microwaves. This is good for unhoused people too, because they can stop at a gas station and heat it up. Or a truck stop or something like that. And more diapers. Thank you, Shirley. I'm trying to tell y'all don't understand what diapers means to a young single mom. I know what they meant to me. Whenever anybody blessed me with a pack. I remember, I was on state assistance with my kids up until they were maybe 1 and 3 or something like that. I know when Wesley was an infant, I was going through the process to get hired at Chrysler. They wasn't that little. I mean, they were little, but during that time, I didn't have any money for those years. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. And even though it wasn't a long time, it was just a few years. I remember what it was like to be able to just, man, I will never forget that struggle. The struggle was real, y'all. It was real. I can remember when I would go get the little store that I would go to go get my laundry detergent and everything so that I could go and do laundry, because sometimes I would have to part with a little cash to do my laundry because, my mom was such an a-hole, and just sometimes she just, you just didn't want to deal with her. So I didn't want to go to her house to go do my laundry, me and my baby's laundry, because if I did that, you got to listen to all of the negative things she would say that would make me hate myself. You would have to, and sometimes I would do it. I would do it for me and my baby. I would, but that was when I only had the one baby. But I was so happy to get that job and to go through that process and to make my own money, because once I started doing that, I did not have to depend on her no more. And that was like the best thing in the world, not having to listen to just that barrage of you ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? In one way or another, she would always be saying something like that to me. Oh my goodness. This is from Shirley Reese. It's another coat. But I'm trying to tell you, y'all think this, and I say that to say what a pack of diapers meant to me. You know what I'm saying? To not have to call someone and ask someone for something that you knew was going to say or do something hateful or harmful to you, but you did it for your baby. Or to not go to sleep. To not eat, that day because your kid needed a pack of diapers. Or to, I didn't have it that bad, but I know I was around other young mothers who did, and we did what we could for each other. That is beautiful. I love that. So, you thinking that you just watching a coat and you just looking at a coat, and it's not. It's never just a coat. It's never just a pack of diapers. It's never just a can of milk. Sometimes you are saving you are saving their pride. You are saving them from emotional abuse, mental abuse, sometimes physical abuse. But earlier when I was talking about it, I was saying, don't get me wrong, the coats are moving, but this should have, what's going to take me 3 weekends should have only taken me 1. And mind you, yeah, I didn't have flyers, so that is a big deal. But word of mouth, I reached out to a few people in the community, and word of mouth, but it's just a lot of people that they need the help. Listen, this is how things work. They need the help. These baby wipes. They need the help. But they care so much about what other people think about them that they won't take the help. I saw a TikTok where this guy was giving away a desk, and he put it on the side of the curb with a sign on it that's air free, and it sat out there for a minute. And then the next day he put a sign out there that said, after it sat out there for a minute, he put a sign out there that said $50. And then the next morning he came, somebody had stole it. I don't know if people don't trust free. I don't know if we as humans, if we have gotten so fearful of each other to where we are suspicious when people try to help us. I don't know what it is. I think it's a lot. All of the above. Shame, suspicion, pride. But I'm going to do what I can for my community. Aww. I love these. And look, they're all in different packaging. That's so cute. So, I don't know. And then, I can kind of understand it, because we don't have enough helpers in the world. And so when someone is helping you and it appears that they don't want anything in return, people are suspicious of that. They're very suspicious of it. But what they don't have to do, even if they are suspicious of it, is they don't have to make other people who need the help feel like they can't get that help, because they're talking about the help, talking down on the help, trashing the help, when literally all it is help. I don't want anything in return. I just want black people to read, be educated, teach your kids to be those things, do better, have some pride in ourselves, take some pride in our communities, take some pride in each other, love each other, see it, have a sense of value in one another. That's it. That's all I want. Oh my goodness. Shirley, it's 2 boxes of these. Are they the same? Nope. One is Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. Dang, Shirley. We had these once before and they flew. People did take these. They didn't mind taking it. Oh, they flew. First, and this was the first cereal, matter of fact. Very first cereal I put out there. And they sat out there for like maybe 4 days. Nobody touched them. And then all of a sudden, they just started flying off the shelves. Y'all want to see what the Lucky Charms looks like? It's the last box. I want to see. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. They can get that shelf stable milk. Shirley sent spoons too, remember? And they can, on their way to school or on their way to work or, you know, what have you. Well, y'all, this is the end of another Smiles in a Box. I will work on the other one not being so negative, but thank you so much. As always, I'm just so forever grateful. I am. And I'm going to clean this up, and then I'm going to put all the stock away. And thank you so much for listening, for hearing me. And what I said was true. You know, really what I said was true. It's not just diapers. You know, it's sometimes when you don't have diapers, what comes along with that. And sometimes, you know, as mothers, honey, you know, you have to deal with people in ways you don't necessarily want to deal with them in order that your children can have. And a pack of diapers saves a mother from that, for compromising herself, if you know what I mean. You know, because she's willing to go that far for her child, you know, to eat and to be dry and to be warm. And those of us who've never had to do those things, you know, because or live that kind of a way, where pieces of your soul are compromised in such a way. Sometimes we don't know why people become the way that they become. A lot of times it always starts with lack of resources. So, like, really think about that. It's never just diapers. It's never just food. It's never just any of that when you are in the need. It's always a lot more that comes with that. So for us to be able to come together and meet needs in this way, I think is amazing. And as for those coats, if they don't all disappear by this weekend, then I'm going to put out a bulletin, and I'm going to invite other communities to come and take these coats, and the people in this community get to look and see all of the coats that they could have had for their kids walk off and go to other communities, because a child in need is a child in need, whether they're in my zip code or not. Amen. Amen. Y'all have a good day.